Hello friends, this is Abhishek Mathur from LearnCloud, and today we are going to have a look on overview of Intune. Now in this video, we are going to learn about what is Intune, why we use Intune, what are some features and benefits of using Intune. Starting with a basic definition of Intune. Intune is a cloud-based service that allows you to manage devices used by your employees and help organizations to keep their data secure. Now you must be thinking it is a very easy task, right? But if you consider not only one, two, but thousands of devices that are used by your employees are being distributed among them, and now you have to manage them centrally by using some tool, because without using some tool it's going to be very tough, right? Because you will have to do every task manually by going to each computer by yourself, and doing it this way is going to take a lot of time. So that is why we have Intune, and with Intune's help we can do it automatically. We can push anything like application, policies, configurations, settings, and a lot of other things on automatic basis. So basically we have to make one policy on your computer, and then you can push it on thousands of other computers that are being used by your employees, and at the same time you are keeping all your data secure. Moving on, we will take an example. So this is Raghav. Raghav is managing director of a company. He relies on employees' PC that need to operate at peak performance, and they are kept secured regardless of whether they are in use at their main office, branch office, or at their homes. Now, this isn't easy considering every company's PC is configured differently and isn't always in reach. His IT manager Somesh doesn't have any tool to manage all the PCs. That means he has to visit every single PC to perform uploads, install new applications, and solve any problems such as virus attack. This could take a lot of time and be quite unproductive for him, right? In future, Raghav wants to increase his data security and at the same time guaranteeing his employees to work from anywhere they want. But how Somesh can achieve it without investing tons of money in the infrastructure? He can do it very simply by using Microsoft Intune. Microsoft Intune combines the advantage of cloud computing and manage and secure PC at the same time. So in future, Somesh can use Microsoft Intune to manage all the PCs in the company centrally by using the web-based portal and keeping the data secure at the same time. Now, how Microsoft Intune simplify the management. Microsoft Intune manages all the PCs in company centrally using single web-based portal. You just have to make one policy or one configuration in your PC. Of course, you're going to need an internet connection on your computer on which you are using the portal, and once you push it on all the other computers with the help of internet, they are going to apply it automatically on those devices. It just makes your work easier and efficient, and you do not need to do it manually, because manually doing it on 1,000 computers is going to take a lot of time. And this is why we have Intune, so it will save you a lot of time and keep you productive. Now, these are list of some key features in Intune. User and device management for various platforms. Now, what are platforms? Platforms are basically different OS operating systems. We can use Windows devices, iOS devices, and we can do it on Android devices as well, on Mac OS as well, on Linux. Any kind of device you can manage by using Intune, and by managing it is basically making things automated and pushing policies, applications, and settings onto those devices. So it can be done on a lot of platforms, and these are the major platforms that are being used these days. app deployment and updates. So you can install application on those computers by using your computers. Sitting at your home, you just can push the application on thousands of different computers. Your um, your employee can be seated in his house or maybe in another country, but as soon as he get the internet connection there, the application will get pushed on his device and he'll be able to use it from anywhere he want. Policy automation and development. In this, you can push any policy, and it policy can be compliance policy, can be configuration policy, any kind of policy you can push from your device to all the other thousands of your employees' devices. Self-service feature for employees and student. So for employees, there are few features that are available for them. For example, if they want to retire their device from Intune, they can do that from their device. They have a feature of downloading a particular application on their device, and a lot of self-service, basically the things that they want to do on their PC only, and by not affecting any other's PC, they can do it with this self-service feature. Integration with threat defense services. So when you have your organizational data on internet, you want to keep it safe from viruses, right, or malware. It keeps it safe and secure for you. Now, discussing integration with the following. Now we have managed Google Play for Android application. We have Apple token and certificate for iOS and macOS, TeamViewer for remote assistance. So we have integration with different OS, different operating systems, so we can manage their devices and make it easier for you. Integrate your Intune and manage their devices. So for an example, Intune is Microsoft product, right? So it's easier for us to enroll or to have manage Windows PC, because Windows is a Microsoft product. But what about Android, iOS and macOS? Well, we can simply integrate them as well by using connector or by using certificates, and it will be easier for us to manage those devices as well. Now, type of policies which we can push from Intune. These are not all the policies, but these are the major policies that we can use to push from Intune portal. First is device configuration policy. Now, what is device configuration policy? Device configuration is basically they have numerous settings in the configuration. So if, for an example, I want all my employees to not use their USB port on their PCs, okay, so for that I can disable their USB port from Intune automatically. I don't have to go to every single PC and disable it for them. I just can do it automatically from Intune. And this gives me flexibility because I don't want my employees to use USB or pen drive on their device, and which could possibly get virus on their devices, right? So that is why we can use device configuration policy. So any settings that you can have on your computer manually, you can get it from Intune as well, pushed from Intune automatically from one device. Now, compliance policy. What is compliance policy? Compliance policy is the requirement to have your device managed from Intune. For an example, I just want to manage all the devices which are 10 or above. Okay, any corporate device which is at 8 or 7, I want them all updated at least to 10, so I can manage, because it's better for me to have my employees use Windows 10 or 11. So I want them to update their PCs to 10 or 11, and without that they will not be able to be a part of my management system. So this compliance policy make them do that, and until and unless they don't update their PCs to at least 10, they will not have any kind of access to any organizational data. Now, third we have is conditional access policy. So conditional access policy is, as the name suggests, it have conditions to access uh, the organizational data. Okay, so we can have different kind of conditions. For an example, if I want only my corporate device to use the organizational data, if someone is using or trying to log in with their organizational ID password on their personal computer, they will not be able to use it. I only give access to organizational data on the corporate devices only. So this is how we can do it. We can use conditional access policy. Now, fourth is app protection policy or application protection policy. So in this, as again the name suggests, it is policy which is made to protect application. So for an example, I give access to the organizational data on the personal devices, but now I don't want them to download any file on their personal device or copy any data from the organizational part to their personal storage. So I can block that. Even if I want to put a pin on my application, I can do that. Without using that pin, you will not be able to access that particular application. So that all is done with the help of app protection policy. Now we have list of MAM capabilities. Now what is MAM? MAM is mobile app management. So it is a part of application protection policy. So what we can do with this, publishing mobile apps. So basically we can push the application on mobile. So for an example, I have, let's take a simple example of Outlook, okay? And I have given multiple mobiles. It could be iOS, it could be Android, okay? Any kind of device. I have distributed it among hundreds of my employees, and I want them to use Outlook application on their devices. So I can push the Outlook application from Intune and they will be able to use it on their devices. Now configuring and updating application. If I want to send an updated version of application, I can do that. Or I can simply update it from my Intune portal and they will be able to use the updated version of the application on their devices. And by configuring, it means if as we discussed earlier, if I want them to use the copy feature or not, if I want them to use the download, if I want them to download the file from on their device or not, or if I want them to have a pin on their application or not, that can all be configured from Intune portal. Third is viewing app data report. So once I push the application from Intune, I should know which devices are getting the application download on their devices, which devices are connected to internet when they were connected to Intune last time, or what kind of version, like what version of the application they are using, it is installed or not, why it isn't installed, and all that data, all the reporting data can be watched on Intune portal. And you just need to go to Intune portal and you will have all that data on one page. You can extract that document, that reporting document, and use it to circulate it in your management if you want, and it comes very handy. Now enrollment. Whenever you're using Intune, you will use this word or listen to this word enrollment very frequently. Now, what is enrollment? It is the process that enables device management. It's a device giving permission, can enroll any device, but the thing is that for that I need to follow a particular procedure. So if I want, I can do it manually as well. If I want, I can do it for single device. If I want, I can do it for multiple device. If I want, I can push all the application with the enrollment. If I want, I can do it automatically, like the employee will get a new device at his home, and when he will open it, put in his organizational ID and password, he will be able to use all the company data as we usually do from work from home. So that can be done with the help of enrollment, and it can be of different kind for different kind of devices. Like for personal devices, for corporate devices, it can be manual, it can be automatic, and it can be for single user, it can be for multiple user as well. So it's completely depends on your requirement, how you want to do it, how you want to push it on the device, and you can do it very handy and easily. Now, conclusion is what Intune can do and what we have learned so far. So basically, it's a device management tool. Now, what is device management? As we have learned that basically you can enroll your device or give Intune permission to manage your device or to push application or settings or configuration on your device. Second, data protection and privacy. So you can protect your data which you are sharing from one app to another, or because we are working on internet, it is very risky, and it is very it's very easy to get virus on your system. So we need to protect our data and keep it encrypted, and that all you can do with the help of Intune. Streamline application management. So you can manage your application, you can update it, you can configure it the way you want, and all you have to do is to use the Intune portal, and single-handedly you can make hundreds of applications for thousands of devices. Second is automated compliance and remediation. So basically I can automatically make a device compliant, or ask the device to be compliant. As we learned that compliance policy is when I require a device to be on a certain version or certain operating system, and without that he will not be able to access the organizational data. So I can do that automatically. And remediation is basically, I can, if they are having some issues, I can fix that issue just using my Intune portal. I don't have to go to their house or to get their device to fix that. Real-time insight and analytics. So as we have learned about this as well, that we have reporting system. To do that, we have troubleshooting, which we can use to fix the issue. We can get reports, we can get real-time insight. Like I can know if some application, a particular application is downloaded on some device or not, or when it was downloaded, which version of that application was downloaded, and if it is working properly or not. I can get real-time situation on my Intune portal, just sitting at my home, and I can check all these information from here. Now we have a few more features of Intune which you should be familiar with. Like we can update version of the OS by using update ring policy. So update ring policy is like, I have Windows 10 1507 and I want it to update to Windows 10 22H2. So for this, I can push a policy with which the device will automatically get updated. The OS will get updated automatically. That can also be done with the help of Intune. We can also push feature and quality updates. I think you must be familiar with features and quality updates, but if you are not, these are Windows update which they get on weekly, bi-weekly basis, and some they get half yearly basis, and we can push that directly on the devices, and they can enjoy the new features. They will be able to use all the new update and bug fix that Microsoft have pushed with Windows update. Drivers update. It is very important to have all the drivers working on your device. So you can push the driver update from Intune too. So basically you will have a list of all the drivers. So for an example, I have Dell laptop or HP laptop for all my employees, or half of the employees have HP laptop, half of the employees have Dell laptop, does not matter. I can update their driver centrally from Intune, and they will get the most updated version or the most recent version of the drivers on their computer. Or if the updated version or the most recent version has some bugs and it's not working properly, I just can simply remove it and put the earlier version, so they will not have any issue while they'll be working on that particular device. Run a script. So if we are using any script for the device, now script can be for anything. Okay, now if I want to like for an example, I have a local admin, and because for local admin, if they share their password, it's gonna be very tough for me to get hold of it. So what I want is to keep changing the password. Like I want my local admin's password to keep changing every hour. So for that, I can run a script, and every hour they will have a new password. They'll just have to go to the Intune portal, pick up the password, and put it in. And this way, it will be like easier for me to make sure that if even a person knows ID password of that person, he will not be able to log in as a local admin, because the password get changed every hour. So I can run it as a script. So that's all about Intune. But if you have any questions, please put it in the comment, and me and my team will definitely answer them for you. Even if you have any suggestions for any video that you want us to make, or any new learning that you want, just let us know and we will make our next video on that topic. Please like and share the video as much as you can, to to provide it to as many people as we can without charging them anything. And please subscribe to the channel as well. Our goal is to make a playlist by covering as many topics as we can related to Intune. For now, we are targeting on Intune, and we will try to cover as many as topic, as many features as we can of Intune. If Intune has new feature, we will try to cover that as well, and we'll keep you updated as much as we can. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.